might think Shedletsky is one of the best characters in Forsaken, but he's not one of the best. In the right hands, he's the best. Shedletsky has base health and no passive. His kit is literally just his sword and his fried chicken. So I'm just going to break this video down into 4 parts. His sword, his chicken, how to play in chase, and how to play out of chase. First, his sword, the most important part of his kit, yet the most misused. I'm going to throw some stats at you, but all you really got to know is hitting the stun is the hard part, but if you do, the reward is massive, but most importantly, it is consistent. The fact every 40 seconds you have a stun that you haven't got to earn, or simply get lucky just to shoot it. Many new players just run at the killer and swing and almost always miss, due to it being an easy ability for the killers to react to. The way to get hits is to either hit the killer from a position they cannot react to, most commonly around corners, or to punch the killer when they're already stuck in an animation. So to go more in depth about hitting killers around corners, the killer can still read it, or even worse, see it coming if your positioning is not optimal. What makes it effective is breaking line of sight of the killer in a position you know they will follow you to. To understand it from a killer's POV, they will always want to hug corners when chasing you to take the shortest distance possible, and you can use that against them, because you will know the pathing the killer will take. But you don't only have to swing around corners. If you delay turning to them during a swing, you can simply catch them off guard without even needing cover. But please keep in mind, all of this is able to be mind gamed or be read by the killer. Now secondly, his fried chicken, which is very underrated. Basically has 2, each healing for 40. It can get cancelled if he's hit, and is very slow while eating, which makes him very vulnerable. This ability effectively makes your HP 180, which allows you to take more chases and not worry about chip damage, and even can be used in chase if enough distance is made. So it's crucial to actually utilise the extra health you have, because saving your chickens gives you literally no value. Now third is in chase. Against good killers, using your abilities isn't actually their problem, it's the threat of your abilities. They know that they have to be cautious near you or going around corners, as you have your sword to threaten them, where they can either path efficiently and potentially get punished by your sword, or path safely but at the cost of taking more time to catch up to you. Also, any abilities where they're locked in an animation, they either get stunned if they use them, or be forced to not use them at all. And even the fried chicken creates pressure, as too much distance lets you have time to regen 40 HP, making the chase last even longer, although the fact you can self-heal usually increases the chance of getting tunneled out in order to stop you from healing after a chase. Now finally is playing out of chase. Lurking near killers but at a safe distance is key, as you apply constant pressure on the killer because you will always be there to punish them for using an ability, which will make your teammates' chases last even longer. If a teammate is being tunneled, you can either go for a stun or simply bait the killer to take the chase instead, as you have far more self-sustain. But keep in mind, these strategies can be countered. If you lurk too close or go for risky stuns, you will be killed. And if you're a big problem for the killer, influencing too many chases, they are likely to target you just to make the game easier for themselves. Now in conclusion, Shedletsky has practically the best stun in the game, has practically the most health in the game, is absolutely hell for a killer in chase because of all the mind games, and is a massive nuisance out of chase because his stun helps his teammates so much. But with all this said, please do not nerf Shedletsky. Thank you for watching. I'll make more content just like this, so think about giving me a like and subscribe, or your next killer game will have 8 Shedletskys. Bye all!